Well, let's have a look at creeeu, breathing. Think of breathing as filling the lower part of the lungs, the middle lungs, and the upper lungs, holding the breath for the same count of time, and then breathing out, emptying the upper lungs first, the middle, and then the lower. The best words that I can think of are, "Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love." Hold the breath to the same, "Thank you, Dad." Sorry, "Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love." And then breathe out to the same, "Thank you, Dad." Sorry. "Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love." You probably find the whole breath takes, 15 seconds to 30 seconds. That's the whole breath. Well, if it's 30 seconds, you're basically breathing in to the count of 9, holding to the count of 9, breathing out to the count of 9. And the number of syllables in "Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love" is 9 syllables. It takes about 30 seconds, 32 seconds after a while as the breath calms down, and you find that very easy and comfortable. You visualize the breath filling from the bottom to the top, holding, emptying from the top to the bottom. You're focused on the breath. Tend to be focused on that you're bringing life to all the cells of the body. Ideally, you have the notion that life is coming direct from God in through the medulla, which is medulla oblongata, which is at the very top of the spine, where the hollow is in the back of the skull. So you imagine the power of God flowing in there into the whole body, feeding every cell with life. You start the practice most easily by, I typically do it laying down, but it's not normally done by others. They do it sitting straight backed and relaxed, but I tend to do it whilst laying in bed. And I breathe, first of all, before I start the practice, I tense the body by breathing in, tensing the lower body all the way to the top. Hold the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out, relaxing the body. So we tense the body, hold, relax, and the breath follows accordingly. We breathe in, hold, relax. So you do 3. It's referred to as double breathing because as you breathe in, you tense the lower body and the upper body. Then you hold, tensing the whole body, and you breathe out, double breathing, first of all relaxing the upper body and then the lower body. So we do 3 of those breaths to begin the practice. We've tensed and relaxed the whole body, you see. Surprisingly, this is quite necessary to starting the practice well. it's as if it wakes up, brings the body to attention, and changes the breathing from whatever it was without you being conscious of it to what you're now consciously making it. And then you start the practice of creeeu proper, so to speak. You breathe in to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love. Breathe out. Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love. Breathe in. Thank you. Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love. Hold to the thank. Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love, and so on and so on. So it's triangular breathing in that way, and you're visualizing the air filling from the bottom of the lungs to the top, or in a more complex way, from the bottom of the spine to the top, up to your head. So the air comes in, you feel the lower spine, the stomach, the heart, the throat. You know, you visualize the air flowing in at each point. And it's actually, the power is coming in from God into the medulla. To describe it, it sounds quite sort of complicated and strange. To do it, it becomes extremely natural. You fill the lungs and you hold and you breathe out. And it takes in all, after a while you'll find each breath is about 30 seconds, about 32. For you it may be shorter, especially in the early days. It may be longer in the end. So they're complete breaths. You fill the lungs and you completely empty the lungs. Good idea, isn't it, to make sure you've got fresh air in the room. You have some ventilation. No point in breathing stale air, is there? Bit of a problem in colder climates in winter, but make sure you've got some fresh air coming in. But make yourself comfortable. I mean, it's advised that you actually do it sitting with back upright, you know, relaxed. I don't find that ideal. I find I do it when I wake at night, especially. I just lay there in bed, straight on my back in the bed, and practice. How many breaths? Well, you might do 10. You might do it for, say, 5 or 10 minutes. Or you might do it for half an hour or an hour. You may do it frequently during the day. You know, got a few minutes, you just do creeeu breathing. Perhaps 10 or 15 or 20. You'll find the practice is helpful. It has an extremely good effect on the rest of your day. When you look back on the day, say in the evening or the next following morning, you'll realize how well the day went. A synchronicity of good things and coping with things. Presence of mind, calmness. You'll realize your day is being blessed. I use the words that some you could just count. As you count, visualize which part of the body you're moving up through, and you're holding with your mind fixed. You know, when you hold the breath, you're holding the thought. If you like, where you frown, your mind is there, you're focused. When you breathe out, you let your attention go down the body again. And don't hold the lungs empty. No real gain in that at all. So you just go from one breath, finish the out breathing, you go into the in breathing. No strain, of course. Don't take so long that you're running out of breath. That's absurd. Don't do it faster than you need, and you'll find it naturally slows down the breathing rate. I find the words "Our Heavenly Dad" just focusing on what I think is more important than anything else. Our God, our Heavenly Father, thank you for gratitude. Remember brings all that's good. It brings joy, hope for the future, peace, calmness. It's as well to remember as you breathe in what, in some sense, each part of the body stands for. The very lower spine is your foundation. The foundation is God's integrity and faithfulness and security. And then we come up the spine, so to speak, and you're thinking of the creativity and the joy of newness of life. God gives us life, you see. We come up to the stomach, which is plenty, satisfaction, provision, shalom, all bounty and blessedness. Shalom is, I think, the Hebrew Jewish word, so to speak, for peace and plenty, sufficiency of all things, you see, or more abundance, actually. And you come up to the heart, which is, of course, love, both being loved and giving love. You're giving out of the plenty that you've got. And your mind comes up to the throat, you're saying thank you, you're praising, your words are of joy, you're singing. Worship, you see. Adoration, worship, song, music. And you come up to you're into the head. You're thinking, you're hearing, you're receiving ideas. And then finally, if you like, between the point between the eyes, you're seeing the light, splendid light. Your whole being is filled with the light of God, of heaven, which is poured in, you see, from the medulla into the whole body. And you hold there, again for the count of 9 or 10, whatever it is that you count. And then you breathe out. So it's triangular breathing in that way. It's visualizing what's going on. God breathing life into the whole body. What the parts of the body are, you're aware of. And the practice fills you with the glory of God. The words hold your mind on what matters. Our Heavenly Dad, gratitude, and all His love. It's come that we might have life, and have it more abundantly. Life eternal. Well, how you do it will change through time, and it's different for different people. It's a practice that transforms your whole being. Doesn't matter whether you're secular or religious or what philosophy you have. It transforms your presence, your mindfulness, your spirituality. Prepares you for a blessing. It helps in your devotion. It's as if it clears you for the presence, the consciousness of the presence of God, both within yourself and all the world around you. You come to terms with the sheer blessing of the reality of God. And come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Or from the Eastern view, as it was said, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Well, you don't have to do this. There's no obligation, there's no pressure. It's just there as a blessing. It's a portal, if you like, through to heaven. Transition, translation, transcendence. Is a new creation. In childish form, it reminds me of the song, I'm a new creation, I'm a brand new man. Old things have passed away. I've been born again. More than a conqueror, that's what I am. I'm a new creation. I'm a brand new man. You're filled with glory, peace, the shalom and glory, all joy. It is heaven's gate. In Jesus' terms, we are devoted to God as our Dad, our Heavenly Dad. We're a child of God. Blessed assurance. You know who you are. You're a child of